Oh.
I know you're back there.
Oh, hell no.
Tony's like, no.
Hello,
And the owl can talk. Hi, I'm Magic.
Hi, I'm Tony.
And we
Missed it!
today we're watching Avatar Episode 10, The Library, Book 2. Last one?
Last time we got...
Last time on Avatar.
Right. Last time on Avatar. Basically, we found out that Aang was needing to learn how to do his rock bending, but he was having some issues with it because he couldn't reconcile with, I guess, standing his ground and having that brave moment that he needed to actually like get through it.
It makes sense. So Earthbender, when Airbender is based off of Aang's previous fighting style, has been avoiding and dodging confrontation. Like he's always been avoiding, never standing his ground.
Yeah, this one she was like, "You gotta be rooted," and he was like, he figured out that it's one of those kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so like last time, basically, he was like, "Hey, I gotta learn how to do this stuff. We have a side story going on. I'll get to that." So he's over here trying to figure out how to do this bending. He can't figure it out. And Toph, she's over here going like, "Stop being a little punk. You got like nut up or shut up." And he was like, "But this is not what I do." And he's like, he's trying, he's freaking out. And then, what's her name? Katara?
Yep.
Katara's like, "Is this the right way to do it?" And then she's like, "Look, I got this. We'll figure this out." Okay. And then he's still trying to figure it out. And he kind of punks out. And he's like, "I'm going to meditate." And they're like, "Hey, what's his name? The brother."
Sokka.
Sokka's like stuck in a hole because he's an idiot. But he's not, okay, look, harsh words, I get it. He fell in a hole because he was trying to hunt a fluffy death machine.
Princess Cuddly Poop.
Sure, that thing, a saber-tooth
moose cub.
Yeah, whatever. That thing. And it was a little fluffy cuteness of death. And then its mother was just not a fluffy, it was just of death.
It was just angry.
And it was like, and then, but so... we found Aang's like, "Oh my god, we gotta go find him." They find him, and then the baby's like, "Aha, I'm just here with my mama." And Aang's like, "Haha, cool. Uh-oh, mom." And mom comes at him. He's like, "Airbender, Airbender." And like, Toph's over here looking at like, what a joke. I watched all that, and you could have just easily done whatever. And he got all mad because she's been kind of just this like
busting his balls the whole time.
Busting his cojones. I mean, literally, she like stole a bag of his nuts. It was like, "I'm gonna crush your nuts," and this was symbolic. It was symbolic. She was busting his balls. I'm gonna say it. She was being like that and using his own stick too. And he's like, "That is an antique." Yeah. And she's like,
out of love, though. She was trying to get him to stand up for himself.
She was pushing to get that reaction, and when he finally was like, "Back up," what happened?
She said, "I use that."
He said, "Focus that," and he's like, "I got this." Boom, and he figured it out.
That being said, we're gonna head into this episode. Comment down below your favorite book or author. Bye. Because they don't have the
book 2.
Just like Sokka can't bend, he doesn't have the ability to bend.
Bro, be talking over that one thing I do every time. Bro, really talking over all that shit.
You asked me a question.
Bro could have waited. Bro could have read the room.
You asked me a question.
Shush!
Just watch.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm putting an orchestra together.
Orchestra, huh? Well, la-dee-da.
La-dee-da.
That's awesome.
This reminds me of hot cross buns.
So you don't play
This is
whack-a-mole.
great and all, but don't we have more important things to worry about? We should be making plans.
We did make plans. We're all picking mini vacations.
Yeah.
There's no time for vacations.
But why?
Learning the elements as fast as I can. I practice hard every day with Toph and Katara.
Yeah, it's running water and...
Yeah, you gotta like take a break.
Every day.
You gotta break a little bit, or you can burn out.
Even if you do master all of the elements, then what?
I mean...
It's not like we have a map of the Fire Nation. Should we just head west until we reach the Fire Lord's house? We need some intelligence if we're gonna win this war.
Recon.
All right, we'll finish our vacation.
Bro really just couldn't stand up.
Bro,
hey, when you have the ability just to do some stuff.
Where would you like to go on your mini vacation?
How about
got
the
up.
Misty Palms Oasis?
She could've got up.
That sounds
So we put it
refreshing.
out.
She's got.
Oh, yeah,
If I can get up just by
natural ice
using some wind real
and
quick,
I
I'd do
usually
it.
don't use the
It's called a
word.
fart.
It's one of
That's a hard
nature's
fart.
wonders.
It'll make you get up real quick, because if it's stank,
Must have
you gonna get up
changed
real quick.
ownership since I was
You know I'm
here.
right. Dang. What?
I mean, I guess that's fair. Top's not
What?
over there sliding around using Earth. She's walking. So. Ew.
Sand
This reminds me
people.
of Tatooine.
Sand people.
Mango, please.
What is that bowl?
Ice. Ice bowl.
It's just an ice bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty dope.
It is. Actually.
These dudes showing off like a hell
Also, that means it would be really cold too. You'd have a cold drink.
I don't
A really
see
refreshing
anything wrong
drink,
with
actually.
having one of those fruity beverages while we plan our strategy.
bro gonna get wasted.
No worries. I clean up easy.
You're a living
That would be
relic.
useful.
Thanks.
You're a living relic. Rude.
Nomad, right in front of me. Professor Zay, head of anthropology at Ba Sing Se University. Tell me,
University? What?
Which of the air temples do you hail
The
from?
northern one.
The southern
No,
temple.
okay, I'm wrong.
Oh,
Southern
splendid.
one.
Now tell me,
Bro,
what was the
straight up
primary
measuring him.
agricultural
What?
product of your people?
Are fruit pies an agricultural product?
Oh, truly fascinating. That's one for the
Okay.
So, Professor, you're obviously
Fruit
a well-traveled
pies.
guy. Do you have a more current map? Our
Yeah, they all,
stuff's a little
they all got the drinks.
See, they're gonna get wasted. You don't even know.
They're like 12.
Fire Nation?
You don't,
Doesn't
man.
anybody have
Different
a good map
times,
of that
man.
I guess Sokka's
You've
like
made a lot
15.
of trips into the
You know what's
desert.
going on? This is
I'm
like
afraid.
some
I've
random
found
village
lost
out
civilizations all
just
over the Earth.
Fair,
you
fair
don't
enough,
know what
fair
you don't know
enough.
what they do.
You know what? You're right.
Crown jewel. Wan
Could this be a
Shitong's
fruit
library.
cocktail?
It could be a fruit
Spent
cocktail with
years
some
walking
fermented
through
fruit.
the desert to find some guy's library.
Tops is drunk now.
This library is more valuable.
She's not even
than
seen anymore.
gold.
She's just drunk.
It is said to contain a vast collection of
The way she
knowledge.
does stuff though, if she was drunk, how would that work?
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, she'd be messed
Sounds
up.
like good times.
Oh, it is.
wonder what drunk bending
According
would
to
look like.
legend, it was built by the great knowledge
drunken
spirit
master.
Wan Shitong with the help of his foxy.
You know, I feel like that would work
seekers.
best for water just because
Oh,
it flows.
so this spirit
yeah.
has attractive assistants, huh?
I think he means they look like actual foxes, Sokka.
You're both right. Handsome
what?
little creatures. Wan Shitong and his knowledge seekers collected books from all over the
Okay,
world.
that's,
and put them on
that's a
display for
big
mankind
library.
to read, so that we might better ourselves.
Did you just say
This
library?
place has books from all over
Library?
the world. Do you think they've got info on
Library?
the Fire Nation?
Did I say it
A
wrong?
map, maybe?
Sounds like you did, but I can't tell.
If such a thing
Sorry,
exists,
I was like,
it's in Wan Shitong.
I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just like going.
Yeah.
Did I hear that right, or
I believe it's
my
my
ears
turn.
messed up?
I'd like to spend
I'm
my
old, it's
vacation
okay.
at the
I mean, I might have said it wrong.
Got me all messed
Hey,
up. Now I'm
what
starting going.
about
What?
me? When do I get to pick?
Yeah, where's her
You
vacation?
gotta work here a little longer before you qualify for vacation time.
Rude.
Of course, there's the
So I've been
matter
working
of
really hard,
finding.
guys.
I've made several trips into the Siwang Desert and almost died each
The
time.
Zilong Desert or
I'm afraid
Silong
that
Desert?
desert's impossible to cross.
Not an appa.
Professor, would you
That
like
is
to
true.
see our sky bison?
A sky bison? You actually have one?
Oh, he's not happy.
Shoo! Away
Sand. Wait a minute. Time out. Sandbenders. Time out.
Pause it, timeout, or
So is this kind of like akin to the swamp guys?
what do you think?
I think. Honestly, I think these are. It sounds like a subcategory of
Tell
some
me,
sort.
Sky Bison,
Okay.
are you the last of your breed?
Like the swamp benders. They move the swamp, but they're moving the water, so it's a water class, like subclass.
Okay.
Sure,
So sandbenders, I would assume, are a
Wow.
subclass of
Shouldn't be too hard to
earthbenders.
find a
Okay,
place like
okay.
this out here.
Does that track? No.
It sounds realistic. Like, it sounds like a good theory.
Does this place even exist?
Some say it doesn't.
Shouldn't you have mentioned that before?
No. I like how they always make sure her feet are dirty.
Yeah, fair.
That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
That's one of my favorite jokes in the series. It's one of my favorite
It's
jokes.
hard to spot a giant
She did
ornate
not.
It's just Toph's blind jokes.
Whoop.
She's like, guys, I can't see.
Ah, Rapunzel's castle. Check.
Let down your hair.
Forget it. It's obviously not what we're looking for. The building in this drawing is enormous.
But then what if that's the top?
The tip?
That's the tip, because that map just had it.
Yep, it's just the tip.
And there's a fox with a scroll. Okay.
The foxy knowledge
What is
seeker.
that?
It's obvious.
A fox that can run
What?
up.
That's not a fox. That's a spider fox.
No.
Spider fox.
This is the
Spider
library.
fox.
Look,
Spider fox.
Does whatever a spider fox does.
completely buried.
We are too stupid.
Whatever works, man.
Off. Completely just didn't skip a beat.
Library is buried? My life's ambition is now full of sand.
Well, time to start excavating.
That depression did not last him long.
Bro was like,
Actually,
got
that
it.
won't be necessary. The inside seems to be
That is so
completely
useful.
intact.
She's so useful.
And it's
No
huge.
kidding.
That fox thingy went in through a window. I say we climb up there and give it a look.
I say you guys go ahead without me.
You've got something against libraries?
I've held books before, and I gotta tell you, they don't exactly do it for me.
just can't
Yeah.
read.
Oh, right.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
She's like, yeah,
Enough
no.
They have something you can listen to.
Fair.
Why doesn't she just bend the sand away and find the entrance?
Don't worry, buddy. I'm
Okay.
not making you go underground ever again. You could stay out here with Tom.
Right?
Okay. Oh, look at Appa.
She's like, what's up?
What's up?
Yes!
You found your character. Well, your other character. It's just her and Ira.
That was good. That was funny as hell. Like, what's up?
Like, she's like, what's up?
No expense in designing this place. Look at those beautiful buttresses.
No, she's just a bro.
Buttresses.
Nothing. We
Buses.
just like architecture.
As do I.
Car's like, boys.
My word! The exquisite mosaic handiwork of this tile.
Look, there's an owl.
Arabian
I love it.
symbol.
Love owls.
They're owls all over the place.
Owls
Nice.
all over the place. Beautiful. There's a big owl. Look at him.
No.
I love
What?
him. Love him. He's just a big owl. I love owls.
Oh,
I know you're back there.
oh, hell no.
Cody's like, no.
Hello.
And the owl
I'm
can talk.
Professor Zay, head of anthropology at Ba Sing Se University.
You should leave the way you came. Unless you want to become a stuffed head of anthropology.
It's a
Are you
good
the spirit
threat,
who
though.
brought this library to the physical world?
Indeed. I am one Shi Tong, he who knows 10,000 things.
No.
And you are obviously humans, which, by the way, are no longer permitted in my study.
What do you have against humans?
Humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans.
That's true.
Yeah.
Firebender who came to this place a few years ago, looking to
Always
destroy
about
his
war, how to take
enemy.
advantage of something.
So, who are you trying to destroy?
What? No destroying. We're not into that.
Then why have you come here?
Knowledge for knowledge's sake?
If you're going to lie to an all-knowing spirit being, you should at least put some effort into it.
just a little bit.
I'm here with the Avatar, and he's the bridge between our worlds. He'll vouch for me.
Ow. Yeah, I'll vouch.
Yeah.
We will not abuse the knowledge in your library, good spirit. You have my word.
Okay, well,
Very
Okay.
well.
carries the
I'll let you
merit.
peruse my vast collection on one condition. To
Okay.
prove your worth as scholars, you have to contribute some worthwhile knowledge.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
Please
get
accept
some,
this tome as a
you gotta give
donation
some.
to your library.
First edition. Very nice.
I have an authentic waterbending scroll.
Oh, these illustrations are quite stylish.
There you go. He's not too picky either.
Oh, I know.
I suppose that counts.
Dang.
So I guess it's a
Great
poster of
spirit.
you.
Check this
You're the
out.
avatar. Knowledge.
It's a special knot. That counts as knowledge.
You're a special knot.
You're not very bright, are you?
Dang, just like, you are stupid. You're stupid.
He still took it though. He's like, ah, whatever.
He's like,
I told them to give me something of knowledge. And
Bright
they,
enough
they
to
did me
fool
something,
you.
I guess.
I mean,
Talked about them chilling.
You like flying?
Oh, look at Appa. He's just so
Of
big
course,
and
I'm
cuddly.
more comfortable on the ground where I can see. Well, I don't see the way you do. I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet.
Okay.
But the
Please
sand
have a
is so
little-
loose and shifty.
Hmm.
It makes everything look fuzzy. Not that there's anything wrong with fuzzy.
Like, look. Sorry. But
So my bad. But my vision's fuzzy, you know? It kind of sucks. Ooh.
Hey, look at these weird lion turtle things.
lion turtle.
I've seen weirder.
Hey,
Have you heard of this before?
did you know in a past
What,
life
lion
you were
turtles?
left-handed?
I always
Different
knew I was
mythology,
special.
etc.
No.
Okay.
Not aware of that. I know of the Ninja Turtles. But not the Lion Turtles.
Like the...
The
Fair enough.
darkest day in Fire Nation history.
Okay, we getting some
It's got a
backstory.
date at the top, but it doesn't say anything else.
It says extra crispy.
Sokka, where are you going?
I want to know what happened to the Fire Nation on their darkest day. This could be promising.
Using it for
Information
war.
on Fire Nation should
He's
be
not
right up
listening. He's not fulfilling the vouch.
So can they
Fire
take stuff
Rangers.
from this?
They destroyed everything having to do
They're
with
probably
the
not
Fire
supposed to.
Nation.
That's so unfair! Just when I think I'm one step ahead of the Fire Nation, it turns out they beat us here a long time
That's
ago.
probably why he doesn't want people leaving his library.
Yeah.
Fire Nation came here and
What
burned it
happened on
down.
The darkest day.
So it was like, you know, F
Hello?
humans.
Little
Yeah,
weird fox
seriously.
guy.
I mean,
Seems it's trying to assist.
not right to like put on everybody because of some bad
I
eggs,
guess I'll
but
follow
like
you.
they
Yeah,
did burn his
it-
library.
They did torch his stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, yeah, that broad stroke crap pisses
Yeah.
me off.
But I guess he was kind enough to still let them in, so
Yeah.
gave him a chance.
This little fox is like, check it out, check it out, read that.
I got you, guys, I got you. Smart fox.
What? Oh, we getting all. There it is.
This
I was right.
is a
What?
true
We worried about?
marvel, a
Maybe
mechanical
this is where he learns about like
It's a
becoming like some
planetarium that shows the heavens moving.
crazy godlike being, right? And the
Okay.
stars and
This is beautiful, but
No, okay,
How
never
is it
mind.
helpful? Maybe these dials represent dates.
I got all
and
excited. I was
times.
like, stars! He's gonna become like. He's gonna become a
I was wondering where you're going with that one. I was like,
crazy
where's he going?
bender.
Not in front of the fox, he's with the owl.
Oh, poor puppy. He need a dog.
Nah,
Nah,
it's a lot of work, man.
I need a love dogs.
Wow.
That's cool. I
Gotta
want one of
hand it
those.
to you, Sokka,
Yeah,
for
fair.
sure.
Cool little calendar type of
Hey,
thing.
wait. What happened to the sun?
Great. You must have
You
broken
broke it.
An eclipse.
broken.
The-
The sun
the-
is behind the moon. It's a solar eclipse.
Yes!
It's literally the darkest day in Fire Nation history.
Because they draw their
Now I get
power
it.
from the
Something awful.
sun!
There we
I don't
go.
know
That's what I'm
why, but I
talking
do know
about.
why. Firebenders lose their bending during a solar eclipse.
We have a
Sorry.
strategic
That makes
advantage.
sense. Think of
When's
what
the next
lunar
solar eclipse
at the
then?
North
Yeah.
Pole did to the water
That's the question
benders.
now.
This is huge.
Yeah, because lunar eclipse happened.
Fine. You earned
Basically.
it.
Well, it wasn't
Gotta
an
get this
eclipse. It was just
information
kind of
to the Earth
destroying
King
the
at
moon.
Yeah.
Ba Sing Se. We'll wait for the
Here's the
next
thing.
eclipse, then we'll invade the Fire Nation when they're totally helpless. The Fire Lord is going down.
And here's
Mortals
the.
And there's
are so
Al.
predictable and such terrible liars.
Give a hoot, don't pollute.
You betrayed
Don't
my
pollute.
trust. From the beginning, you intended to misuse this knowledge for
Yep.
evil purposes.
You don't understand. If anyone's evil, it's the Fire Nation. You saw what they
Everyone
did to
thinks
your
their side is
library. They're
just, though.
destructive and dangerous. We need this information.
You think you're the first person to believe their war was justified?
Yeah,
Countless
that is
others
true.
before you have come here, seeking weapons
Think
or
throughout
weaknesses or battle
history.
strategies.
We had no choice. Please, we're just desperate to protect the people we love.
And now, I am going to protect what I love.
Fair?
Bro.
I mean,
Okay,
he's not
check
wrong.
this
for
out. You
anything
dropped the
that-
bird.
Taking my
Epic
knowledge
bucket of
back.
KFC.
No one will
Dang,
ever
drop him
abuse
and
it
eat him?
again.
This is a spirit.
The building.
Poor
We've
spirit.
got to get out of here.
Okay, that's
I'm
next
afraid
season.
I
What did he
can't
do
allow
wrong,
that.
man? He just had his
You
library.
already know too much.
Bro's gonna be an owl
Now,
dragon.
now he's attacking. So, I mean, you have to fight back, but like, I don't know about
Now burn them. Learn your fire stuff and burn them.
I already told you I don't want to snuggle.
you. Oh. Oh no!
Library's
It's sinking.
Library's
It's sinking.
Oh, she really trying to like.
Oh, Can't get a grip. There we go.
Oh, she like
Strong.
that's interesting.
Holding it up for them.
She cemented the ground basically. She took the initial sand and hardened it to give herself leverage
Foothold,
to
yep.
then move or keep it from sinking, which I think was just
Yeah.
Do not destroy
No.
your vast
It was quick
collection
thinking on her
of
part.
precious stone.
Quick thinking. Bro, you almost died.
bro. You need to run. Don't be stupid.
This owl's gonna eat you. Oh,
Dang, he
wow.
just slapped a spirit.
He's a Ghostbuster. Ghostbuster.
Sokka,
Who's gonna call? Aang Avatar.
Right?
What's gonna happen?
don't be stupid. We'll find out later.
No, we won't. If we leave this place, we'll never get the information.
Yeah,
Aang,
not
come
wrong.
with me to the planetarium. I need cover. Katara, take Momo and get out of here.
Leave.
I love how he goes, take Momo and get out of here.
Got the other dude.
F the other dude. I don't get. Yeah, that dude's stupid. You dumb. We don't care about you. Bro's still looking for books.
Hey, his priorities are in line. He said, I care about my
Piss
sister,
off the librarian.
our sister, and our pet.
Shut
Hey, but
up.
Toph is doing a great job holding that up. That's a heavy structure.
Sand people are rather.
Ruin it.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Oh, she can't see.
Crap. What if she learns how to sand
Because
bend?
if this calendar can tell
And
us
it
about
increases her
eclipses in the
vision.
past, then maybe I can project when the next one will be.
You can't possibly check every single
Like she's gonna
day.
hone
I
her
don't have
skill
to.
now.
We just
Okay.
need to check every day before Sozun's comet arrives. Because after that, well, try not to think about that.
Cover that. We're all dead.
Right. That's still dope.
It really is. That'd be really cool. We have
What if-
things like this, right?
What if? I don't know. What about if the solar eclipse is on the day of the comet?
Come on, Eclipse.
How does that? The comet empowers.
That's it.
Huh.
The solar eclipse. It's
I don't
just a
know. I
few
don't know how that would
months
counter work it.
away. Got it.
'Cause the
Now let's
well,
get to
the
Ba Sing
comet
Se.
just amplifies their power. But if the sun's getting blocked out takes away their power, then there's nothing for it to amplify.
Fair. Uh-oh.
Oh, Appa!
You mess him up. Eat him.
Eat them. Okay. They're gripping.
Don't make me put this down.
Trying so hard.
He just needs to. Wow, he just like getting dragged off.
Oh.
Stop sinking.
She really trying.
Sorry, Appa.
Yeah. She did her best. She wasn't able to see. She was holding up a tower.
Yep,
she didn't have to.
she really pulled her weight.
If she didn't have to hold up the tower, she might have been able to fight back better. She still couldn't see,
Yeah.
but she might have been able to do something.
At least I'll have one specimen to add to my collection.
But that's a long neck. Bro got a
what I'm saying.
long neck.
She needs to get her a little special
Your
water
waterbending
water
won't do you
canteen
much
and
good
whip it in the
here.
face.
I've studied northern water style, southern water style, even foggy swamp style.
There you go, the swamp style.
I told you, it's what it's
The foggy swamp style. Ooh.
Bro got knocked off. Out.
Style.
Excuse me, you got knocked out.
That's what I said. That's what he just did too. He like this got knocked off.
Wait! Professor, let's go!
Can't. I've spent too long trying to find this place. There's not another collection
Okay, bye.
of knowledge like this on
Yeah.
Earth.
Bye, have a wonderful time.
I could spend an eternity in here.
Alright.
You about to?
Bye.
Go!
Yep. Get out.
Seriously.
I'm gonna
on.
eat you.
You gonna fly up.
Dude, she is strong though. She's holding it up all by
Yep.
herself. The whole building. She was holding it up.
That's insane. And
By
that
herself.
that dude's dead.
We got it!
Yeah, he gone.
There's a solar eclipse coming. The Fire Nation's in trouble now.
Where's Appa?
Where's Appa?
He was taken.
She did her best.
Appa's cooked. Literally. We have enough Having fluffy.
All right, that was episode 10. This hurt me growing up. Like watching this episode.
she looked a little messed up. She mad she couldn't save Appa.
Watching this episode just really messed with me. I was like, oh, Appa. Like I bonded to him, you know.
No, how dare they take Fluffy?
I was angry. Looks like someone taking your dog or something like that. You know, that's part of your family.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, obviously, the next episode's gonna be tracking down Appa.
I guess for Aang it's different. It's like, you know, it's the same thing as like growing up with the dog as well.
Yeah,
like his best friend.
Yeah, he gonna find his buddy.
Yeah.
Like he gonna fly up in the air and be like, looking.
Yeah, no fair. So we got to see the library. We got some good knowledge. We learned about a solar eclipse.
Yeah. So really, it's just them. Now, are they gonna use that solar eclipse to infiltrate, figure out where they need to be, then go in, or is it gonna happen on the same day of the thingy, the comet? Like,
I think it's not probable for it to happen the same day as the comet, just because if the solar eclipse happened the same time, then they wouldn't have been able to use it the first time to mess up the world. Because I just feel like it would counteract each other. But your question still stands as how would they use it strategically?
yeah, I think they're gonna get in, get out, kind of thing. It's gonna be one of those things under the cover of darkness.
So do you think by the time the eclipse happens, they're going to be in the Fire Nation, or do you think they're going to make their way there during the eclipse?
I think
how long is the eclipse?
Eclipses are only like hour.
Okay, so they only have an hour time.
Or not? Well, I think that's an hour. They're not even an hour. They're like it's only like a few minutes, really.
Okay, so they have a few minutes.
I guess an hour would be like from start to finish.
Maybe
the whole. I'm not sure. Maybe. Moving, but.
Fair enough. It's not a day event, basically.
Yeah, it's not a whole day of darkness. It's like
the day of darkness.
A little window. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't really have much to leave whether they're gonna go. They're gonna go find Appa. That's where we're at.
Right now.
They got some info. They said eclipse.
So
and then they went, "Where's our ride?"
You were talking a lot about the whole sand bending and top thing. So we see that she's able. We saw that she was able to bend the sand.
Yeah, she can bend it, but she just.
She wasn't good with it, but she didn't move it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's another
subset.
Sub thing. Yeah.
So I guess that shows that you're right about that. Since she was able to move it, it shows that is a part of earthbending. It's just something that she's not proficient in.
Yeah, the fine tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that she is not proficient in doing. Sandbenders, that's what they've been doing their whole life.
Fair enough. Well, because I feel like with the sandbending, it's almost like sandbending is a combination of air and earth, because you saw how they were propelling their vehicles. Yeah. They were spinning the sand so much that it was creating a tornado to push it. So it's almost like a blend, because you have to
the sand so much that it's creating that little vacuum type of thing.
Yeah. Push. So it's kind of manipulating a little bit of one to the other for use.
I can see that.
So yeah.
So wait. Right now of this moment, you've seen waterbending. You've seen the waterbending healing. You've seen firebending. You've seen firebending lightning and blue fire. Now you've seen earthbending and sandbending from it. Mm-hmm. Do you think anything else is possible? Like what other subsets do you think exists, if that is a thing within Avatar?
I mean, I still think, and it's probably dark. It's probably too dark for this cartoon. I think someone out there can, I don't know, control the water that's in a person.
That is pretty dark.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's a little dark. Like, it's like, I don't know, what would you call it? Like muscle bending, or like blood bending, because it's liquid. But I don't know if blood would be the same as water.
I mean, either way, that sounds much darker now.
Yeah. What are you? I'm a bloodbender.
The bloodbender. That sounds dark, especially for like a
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's going to be in here. But I mean, it'd be dope. That would be dope.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Like I said, like with that kind of bending, my theory is if you can control the water, like in the swamps, in the vines, you can control something in a person, and maybe not to the level of moving them around in like full control, but like they get locked up or they can't move, you know, like it's just kind of that's where I'm thinking that goes.
That's your theory for waterbending growth. What about other elements? What about air or earth or fire? Do you think fire is the final form of its is lightning?
Yeah, I really think lightning is the harnessed thing, or like a plasma.
I mean, fair enough, because you're seeing a Zula, which is the big bad, use it. So I guess that's a fair assumption.
I mean, if you wanted to get dark, Aang could just airbend the air in your lungs and pop your lungs real quick.
That
And
sounds
you'd
terrifying.
be done. Oh my God, it's the Fire Lord! Pop!
I mean, luckily for us, he's a pacifist.
I'm just
Luckily.
saying,
sounds
why
terrifying.
not? Why couldn't
Would that be
you
a
do
second
that?
form of windbending, or would that just be windbending in general? Like, what would that be?
You control the intake that goes into someone's body, almost like you're putting a pressure nozzle right in front of their face. If you can control the air that flows, couldn't you increase the pressure in front of someone's face to the point, or literally in their mouth or in their throat, just where they can't like control the air going in or up their nostrils, since they can't, they'd have to literally do this, but then you
If
can't
you're
breathe.
able to control like the air going in and out of you, would you be able to change your singing voice as well? Like,
I don't know, and maybe like if you can bend through vines and water into things, could I just bend the air that's already in your lungs?
you're trying to hurt me. What the hell?
No, I'm just saying, like, if they're controlling the vines, that's the water in the thing, right?
Yeah. So you're talking about.
So why can't Aang just pop someone's lungs and be done? Why couldn't he just, or create a vacuum inside?
Maybe he's just never tried it. I have no clue.
There you go. I've solved Avatar.
He's like, we could eat the firebrand the whole time. We didn't need the other elements. You just need the element he had. The whole
Yeah,
time.
he didn't need any of that stuff. Like right here. He didn't need any of that stuff. He needs to go to the Fire Lord and be like, "Oh, you the big baddie?" And just vacuum inside of his lungs.
I mean, on all honesty, based off of that, fire needs air. So
Yeah,
without it,
if he
can't
can
firebend.
remove the air away from the Fire Lords, why can't how fire can't exist?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I mean,
He's the perfect counter.
he literally has air emitting from him when he dries his clothes. And I was thinking about that too. If you look, like when we tracked back to the other episodes, when he is in like cold environments with the other ones, he's not wearing cold weather gear. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about that. I think he doesn't wear that because I think he can control the air temperature.
I never thought about that. That anytime we went to the North Pole, or the
He
South
never
Pole,
wore
a park or anything.
cold weather gear. While everybody else was, I think he bends the air around him and he can control the heat of the air. That's why he doesn't wear that kind of stuff. He's always in the same outfit.
Yeah, fair.
That way he can also, in the desert, if he could focus, he could cool the air around him as well.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I think that's pretty cool. I never thought about that. I've watched the show a few times. I've never once thought about that. That's
I don't know. You talk about like subsets. I'm like,
No,
if I was an airbender, I would think how if I'm in the desert, I could cool the air and that would help me survive.
Yep.
And if I'm in a cold area, couldn't I heat the air if I just move the air fast enough to create a friction somewhere?
Okay.
Or vibrate the air enough to where it heats?
Start doing sparks.
Well, you know what I mean. Like if you can manipulate air, I think you could vibrate the air enough to.
I guess it depends on
generate-
how disciplined he is within the craft of airbending.
I know. I'm sure. I'm sure. Maybe they just didn't want to draw him in a parka. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think
that's-
that's a solid theory. I never once thought about that, and I think that's pretty cool actually. So thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
That being said, guys, we're going to continue binging here. We're going to see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.